Based on my research about cyberbullying, I wanted to follow up with you on how big of a problem is in my community. A 2009 youth survey done in Fairfax County says that bullying is more common in the middle school years. Eighth graders reported the highest rates of bullying on cyberbullying. However, being cyberbullied was reported by only 14% of students surveyed. In March of 2011, a 16-year-old girl from Manassas, Virginia was charged with harassment for making a Facebook page targeting other girls at a high school. The teen's page was called Stonewall Hoes, police said. The page was created to insult her classmates at Stonewall Jackson High School in Manassas. The page pictured 9 underage girls with lewd comments underneath the photos. The teen faces fines and up to a year in jail for the charges. She also faces charges for harassment by computer, a Class 1 misdemeanor. According to Virginia law, harassment by computer is if any person with the intent to coerce, intimidate, or harass any person shall use a computer or computer network to communicate obscene, vulgar, profane, lewd, lascivious, or indecent language, or make any suggestion or proposal of an obscene nature, or threaten any illegal or immoral act, he shall be guilty of a Class 1 misdemeanor. With the exception of MySpace, Facebook seems to be the most popular networking site that teenagers are using today to create pages to humiliate others online. Another case was found in Virginia Beach, where a Facebook page was created by the name of Put You on Blast. The page featured Virginia Beach High School students' photos with insulting descriptions such as, "She's very ugly, looks like a travestite." Even had photos of 2 students side by side asking which one is better looking. The results were posted for hundreds to see.
And you can't defend yourself, like you're helpless.
At an MTV forum, President Obama addressed important issues that affected young people. A junior student at the University of Maryland revealed that she has been a victim of harassment on the internet. She wanted to know if there was anything that could be done to stop the anonymous torment.
University officials have been unable to help put a stop to it. My question to you is, what can you do, if anything, to put a stop to this vicious attacks over the internet while preserving our rights to freedom of speech? I also ask this in light of the tragic deaths recently on the news of young people who are bullied and harassed online.
In some cases, there are laws against this kind of harassment, and that prosecutions will take place when somebody violates those laws. Sending that message of seriousness is something that I think we all have to do. Now, the last point I would make is that the law is a powerful thing, but the law doesn't always change what's in people's hearts. And so all of us have an obligation to think about how we're treating other people. And what we may think is funny or cute may end up being powerfully hurtful. And you know, I've got 2 daughters, 12 and 9, and Michelle and I spend a lot of time talking to them about putting themselves in other people's shoes and seeing through other people's eyes. And if somebody's different from you, that's not something you criticize, that's something that you appreciate. And so I think there's also a values component to this that all of us have to be in a serious conversation about, because ultimately peer pressure can lead people to bully, but peer pressure can also say bullying is not acceptable.
At other area schools, parent-teacher organizations have hosted meetings to talk about a growing trend in which children and teens use the internet and text messages to harass and embarrass others. Fairfax Partnership for Youth is a program that works closely with Fairfax County schools to educate teens on how to protect themselves from cyberbullying. Anticipated project outcomes include a significantly increased percentage of Northern Virginia teens who know what behaviors constitute bullying or peer harassment, more widely available tools and support to empower teens to protect themselves from cyberbullying, to include workshops, training, and online resources, and improve community commitment to raising awareness and response to peer harassment.